getting started, you should have clicked on your link in order to take you to this page. You're signing in using Google. You got to look at that G at the bottom of your sign in. It'll sign you in. You're going to click on your Google account and it will take you to the class. Class code is also in Google Classroom. So you got to make sure to, let's see, you got to make sure to, see, I'm not a student, I'm a teacher. I'm going to sign in with my account. It's going to take me to my specific account here. So I'm clicking on my account. You should click on your Austin Achieve email. And so for you, since you're starting off, it's going to give you a tutorial, y'all. Go ahead and skip through it. Up on the top left, there should be some buttons to just kind of click through. Once you get past that, you're going to create new design. So you can start elsewhere. Oh, look, this button right here, new design. I'm going to click on that. And for TinkerCAD, it creates a name for you. I'm just going to type in entertainment room. Look at that, I already have that. I'm going to say entertainment room 8A or 8B or whatever. I'm going to say 8A. Now, check out TinkerCAD here. We got a couple of buttons up here. We got a couple of buttons up here. We got our basic shapes out to the right. We have our cube up here is basically changing the view. So right now, if I want to look straight up from the top, I'm going to click on top, and this is looking straight down at what my work plane is. If I click on the side, I'm going to click on the right. It's looking from the right. Well, if I click on the corner, it'll give me the view from the corner. So use this cube to basically move around. If I click on the minus, it'll zoom me out. If I click on the plus, it'll zoom me in. I click on this. Oh, it's going to switch to perspective. I don't really want that. That kind of confuses me. There it is. Don't click on perspective. That's kind of confusing. Now, if I get lost, and let's say I zoom in way too much, click on home. It'll take me back to the original setup. So, instead of us designing our own room, we might have to design a room where we're all going to follow. Maybe towards the end, once you get used to these buttons, you'll be able to design your own version. First things first, y'all, I'm going to click on this box, and I'm going to place it about here. And then I'm going to look at it from the side. So I'm going to click on this corner so I can see all angles of the box. So I am going to click, I want to make this box a little bigger. I can drag this stuff if I wanted to, but I want to be very precise. So if I click on this black dot here, I'm going to click on it once. Notice how my length comes out. Right now it's at 20. I'm going to type in with my keyboard 100, and then I'm going to click enter. And look at that, it made it to 100. I'm going to scoot it to the middle. Now I clicked on this dot, and it gave me this length. Now I'm going to click on this dot, and it's going to give me the opposite length. Same thing here. I'm going to click on the number, type in 100. Oh, not 1,000, 100. And I'm going to click enter. And that is part of, there you go. Now I made the outer portion of my room. Alright, I'm going to push it a little bit to the middle using my keyboard. If I use my keys, it moves it around a little bit. Now, my next step here. My next step is I'm going to click on, then all these dots and squares pop up. I'm going to click on duplicate. Now there's two rooms on top of each other. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to make this 90, let's say 92. So notice how this box is a little shorter. I'm going to scoot it over so it's balanced on each side. Let's see, I think this should be balanced. How many spaces is? 1, 2, 3, and 4. That should be balanced. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to click on this dot, change this 100 to 92. It's going to make this smaller, and then I'm going to scoot it over this direction. So I'm going to scoot it over 1, 2, 3, 4. All I'm doing it to move it is I'm using the keys on my keypad or keyboard. And notice how if I look at it from the top, I see I have a box on the inside, and then I see I have a box on the outside, the one that's a little bigger. So I'm going to make sure I click on the box on the inside. Now I'm going to click on this cone at the very top of my box. This is going to move it up or down. So I'm going to click on it once, and then I'm going to type in the number 4, and I'm going to click enter. So again, I'll show you one more time. I'm going to click on the cone, a number is going to pop up. Actually, I'm going to move it up just a little bit, so this number pops up, and then I'm going to type in the number 4, click enter. Okay, so it should look something like this, where I have the inside of part a little bit above the outside part. Now I want to make sure, I'm going to click away, y'all. I'm going to show you one more time. The part that is slightly above, if it's hard to see, it's the one that's slightly above. So this portion right here, I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to make it into a hole. If I make it into a hole, that means I'm kind of getting rid of it. I'm making it into this, like, picture this as a shoebox or a room, essentially. So if I click away, this gray area means it's a hole. This outside portion of the box of this our cube is still there. Now what I want to do, I want to create and combine these two shapes in order to make our room. So what I need to do first is click on the hole, the gray area. I see it selected. Then I'm going to click on the button on my keyboard, shift, hold it down, and then I'm going to click on the outside, the red box. When I do that, and if I do that correctly, I'm going to see that there's going to be two shapes here. Shapes says 2. Once that happens, then I'm going to click on this group button. This button up here, click on it, and it's going to combine it. It's going to combine it, and now it looks like, let's see, like a room of sorts. Like we're looking down in a dollhouse. So that means we created it correctly. All right, we're going to go ahead and pause here. I'm going to make sure to, I think it saves automatically. Let's see. Yeah, I think it saves automatically. So you should be good. Go ahead and pause the video here. Rewind, fast forward, slow it down. Whatever you need to do in order to understand things. Some quick tips. If you ever mess up something, you can undo it. If you ever undo something you want to have done, you can redo it. That's totally fine. Alright, y'all. Go ahead and pause the video now.